Hello everybody, Busy here with Timus, and we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and
I have questions to myself right now.
what is it?
I got my list of items which refreshed now, and how did I obtain a roughly U-shaped rock?
Sewers, man.
Storage,
Welcome to... I'm so happy with how it looks in front of me right now. I'm just gonna put on Twitter that I'm going to stream.
I have the boots of the Elven King. I remember those. Vampires, teeth, windstone. I have a spyglass. Yes. This is magic elven artifacts. Rings of magical power. Nope. Spyglass.
Okay. Okay, so where we last left off, you had just slain the little group of rotting corpses. You and Sanuti, the tiefling, has recuperated. What do you wish to do? By the way, I am implementing new home rule.
Homebrew?
No, not homebrew.
Moonshine?
House rule. House rule. The house rule I'm going to be using is from Matthew Mercer, which is short rest takes 1 hour, which makes it much more relevant than the 4-hour one. So a short rest is 1 hour. Though I don't recommend taking a short rest right now.
No, it's not really worth it.
But I'm just noting to you that I'm going to be using that rule.
This year she has 7. Kingu has 1. Yeah, we seem to be good to go.
So, the room has one door to the right.
As much as I try to get this king killed, he doesn't die.
This room has one door to the right. And,
let me guess, one door to the left.
Yeah.
I know you.
Sure, what do you wish to take? Or do you wish to cast any spells or such?
Let's see. Yeah, there's some of those notes. I don't really see how I have any spells that can help in this situation at all.
You don't have detect magic or any such usability?
No.
What did you focus your warlock on?
Well, for one thing, I have Hellish Rebuke. In first level,
you basically damage.
Hellish Rebuke, Witch Bolt, and Comprehend Languages.
Yeah. Something.
On second level, I have Invisibility, Darkness, Water Grave, and Suggestion.
Yeah.
These second level spells goes for convenience spells.
So, what do you wish to do?
I'd take the right door.
Okay.
I'm currently contemplating my life and choosing basically only damage cantrips when I have Eldritch Blast.
You come into this long room. It looks like it's designed as a corridor, but it's not really thin enough to be defined as a corridor. It's more of a slowly curving 90-degree long room with metal bracings hanging from the sides of the walls. Looking quite religious, in fact. Do you wish to explore the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Going through the room, you're able to eventually come to another door. This one, a quite large door. It's not quite a double door. It's more like a double door, small edition. Let me get our music.
And that's when the Lich battle theme starts playing.
No.
Oh yeah, the Tarrasque one. Dead magic. What's the worst if bit of dead magic can do? 1. Cripple, destroy all magic in a city where everything relies on magic. 2. Release a Tarask. 3. Do both of the above while half your party is gone because they're sick.
Okay, here we go. So,
what is there in the room?
the room is fairly empty, to be honest. There's the bracings on the walls. They're all unlit.
There is nothing really in the room at all.
No, except for the door.
What is there on the floor?
Make an investigation check.
That is actually very ominous, because now you're suggesting there's something hidden. Was there investigation is under intelligence, so that's a 15 total.
You're able to find a few small bones. Rats, from what you can tell. I just realized what I've been forgetting. Haha. What do you think? I'm a goddamn idiot! Haha! I'm a goddamn idiot! Woohoo!
Oh, I did bring some scrolls from that guy.
Huh?
See, there's been bones on the floor and from dead rats.
Yes.
Listed under my items is 7 bone necklaces, and right under that, dead rat.
Yeah. Which I presume most of these items are in the haversack by this time.
Yeah.
Which is on the back of the Kenku.
Why did I ever put that on the Kenku?
Because it's a pack animal.
Fair point, but I would have wanted a more reliable pack animal, you know, like a hyperactive puppy.
I just love the idea of this psychopath going to a pet store and like, I want that puppy!
That's what wasn't gonna happen.
You okay there, buddy?
Yeah. I was just thinking about the fact that I've been coughing all day. Recently, you started coughing. So what if there were video and sound distortion?
Oh boy.
And
Oh,
now
no.
we're gonna go fetch something so leave you to contemplate. Maybe with your assistance.
Okay. So the thing I forgot was activating my Yeti. So let's see if this works. Audio input Yeti. Where? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay.
This is not a reliable deck.
I think remove that. I think we should be good. I think
No.
Highly uncertain. Ah, I just hope for the best. Hope that this thing, yeah, that is my Yeti. That is my Yeti. Okay, so.
Not one of those players killed, I take it.
So, what do you do?
Continue.
Okay, you try and open the door.
Yeah.
Then that one's come into a small, about 30 by 15 foot room. It's, as I said, fairly small, quite cramped with few what looks like desks tossed about around. There's carpets, it basically looks like a second-hand store owner's personal living room. So kind of like, imagine if I had a second-hand shop and I took home a few of my items.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this room looks like.
Mistake I've made.
Straight across, there's a large, strong door.
I'm just realizing a mistake I've done.
Hmm?
I didn't have this on the list when we last played, but remember the vampire's tooth?
Yeah.
I have a shit ton of dead monster items.
Yeah.
A troll nail, a claw, rotting hand.
Yep.
I have a literal set of vampire teeth.
Yep. What do you wish to do right now?
So could you just describe?
There's this messy room, and then there's a large, heavy door right opposite to where you're standing right now.
I see if I can tell what happened in the room.
Make a Arcana check.
That's total of 7.
It's hard to tell. It could have been, a fight, but from what you can tell, it would have taken a lot of things. Missed that. What did you guys like? The bugbear warlord that you met in the city of Underdarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy probably could have caused something like this from what you can see. But at the same time, doesn't feel like something a guy like him would stay in a place like this.
Yeah. Not bad.
What are their tieflings' intelligence score?
Oh god. Her intelligence is +2.
Okay. Good enough. So, what do you do?
Well, continue.
You come to a big door. It opens, but make a strength check.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My life? Why?
Natural one.
No, but there's no way, in any logic, I'm gonna succeed this. Through any possibility.
What is this?
A 2, and a modifier of 1.
You stand there for a bit, and you're like,
What
dig
makes
your
it worse
feet in.
is the strength
No.
is in my dubs.
Do you wish to ask anyone for help?
I asked the tiefling.
Okay. Roll with advantage, and then add both your own strength and hers.
What the hell is my life? First roll's a natural 1.
We'll go upwards.
No. Do you realize how minute that chance is? That's 2 natural ones. I just naturaled one. An advantage check.
Oh my god! That is amazing!
Remember the incident with the door that took more time than the boss?
Yes! That's freaking amazing! Oh god.
This is the first time.
Yeah, you two just stand there pushing. What's the Kenku's strength, real quick?
The Kenku's strength?
Yep.
What is the Kenku here?
Just give me that.
Kenku has 0 strength. The Kenku has 0 in basically all of things.
What's it? Do you wish to try in all 3? Wish it for?
Yes.
Roll with tries advantage. This. If
Natural ones this.
yeah, if you natural one.
I
this,
had 3 times advantage.
and then add all of your strengths.
Your highest roll was a 19, so that's a total of 21. Amongst the entire party, we only have a total of
With
2
a
strength.
lot of force, you're able to push open the door. As you do. Into a corridor. Nah. It was supposed to be a corridor, but for the sake of this, I'm not gonna have to. You come into a large circular room.
I roll natural 1 on advantage. My life in a nutshell.
You come into a large circular room. It's set with kind of like large pillars atop which there's metal braces sitting, with chains hanging up to the roof, but the metal braces are really sitting. The chains seems to have been stretched by the time that has passed, rust, grinding them down until they're sitting instead of slightly elevated from these pillars. And there's also in the center kind of podium, a circular podium with inscriptions along the edges.
Can I read the inscriptions?
Make a history check.
Eyes of the Rootkeeper.
Make a history check. Either way, if you activate Eyes of the Rootkeeper.
Why life?
It's a spell.
No, it's an innate ability.
Okay. It's is it one of your evocations?
It is an invocation.
Okay, yeah. Then it counts as an innate ability.
No,
Most
that
of the
is
time.
a total of 8.
Okay. We get up within in this book. If I had any.
One stats. Because of assault, I have a high charisma.
No, not you.
I probably need to fix that at some point.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. G. Jeez. Why is that so hard to find? Oh no, it's B. For God's sake. I know names. I know things. There we go. Yeah. So, from what you can tell, these tell of a religious sect. One that briefly recalls reading about in a grimoire that you found in the void. What you have known is that it was corrupted by a elder priest. What do you wish to do?
Oh, moment of realization. Elder priest. This entire place. I look around the room.
Doesn't seem to be much. There does seem to be a few scrolls laying about.
I investigate the scrolls.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Arcana. That's a total of 6.
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
Why?
No worries, this is not the tiefling form.
That will be a total of 12.
Okay, that's at least good. From what you can tell, this is some from a summoning ritual for raising up salts. Or rather, chaining back a spirit of the past.
First of all, I checked so it doesn't decide to activate as soon as it's read.
It does seem to have a slight delay. A long one.
I try to remove that.
In what way?
Okay, why? Do I have to describe how magic works?
No, it basically, like, what is the effective wish to cast?
I wish to try and dispel the thing that will activate the spell once it's read.
You're not able to tell what might activate. All you can tell is that the spell is designed to chain a spirit from a plane beyond this into this world and keep it in place for the duration of the spell.
This is a gamble, but I read it.
Baller. Okay, so.
This is a case where having, like, analyze would have been nice.
Yep. But you don't. So as you read the spell, the tiefling kind of looks over to you as mist starts to fill the room. A white smoke covering this ground, swirling around, slowly starting to circle in towards the middle thing. All these streaks of smoke circling together into a humanoid female form. What stands before you is a woman with long, white hair flowing all around her, floating in the air. She's wearing what looks to be some form of nun's clothes. She has tired eyes that are completely bloodshot. All her colors are very muted and desaturated to a very bright gray and white spectrum. What you wish to do.
I think except for bloodshot.
Yeah, she has chains around her ankles, holding her to the pedestal.
Ask her, who are you?
I am the sister of this crypt.
Well, that's a nice way to start a conversation. Literally, my mental reaction upon hearing you describing this is mentally swearing in Undercommon was the actual
Shit.
thing I fought.
Shit, damn it!
This is swearing in Undercommon. The other things feels pretty pointless though, unless you have a party to appreciate the entertainment with.
Yeah.
But this is well-run parties looking at it words is, could I swear in Undercommon as a minor action?
Sure.
Just saying that would get some entertainment out of people.
Oh, we're on the stream.
Hopefully, yeah. But this is the thing is,
Yeah, what do you do?
well, the thing is, what is there to do?
She's currently standing there, looking. Her shape, very lucid.
Well, I pretty much already figured out what this place is. So,
You can also look for confirmation.
what is this place?
This is the crypt for those of us who sinned. The place to raise them back in a better form. The Great Father told us to guard it. And we did. I am the guardian assigned to this crypt, sealing its secrets
may consider the god I follow that way.
Make a deception.
I need someone to do that. Let's see here now. I'm a proficient. Yeah, I am. So that is a 20.
Okay.
I pretty much have dump stat in everything except charisma.
Basically.
You are welcome to seek sanctuary. But step over the lines, and I must disintegrate you, rebirth you into a new form.
This is a situation. This doesn't leave a lot of options for further conversation. Nor does it open up any visible paths to do anything.
This is pretty empty.
So these awkward silence moments,
Yeah.
but quite a bit more awkward.
For reckon the scroll holds a dispel incantation.
I dispel her.
You speak to her and you see how her form starts to wither. It doesn't look pleasant as her shape. She lets out wails as parts of her fall apart, crumbling together as a rose in fire. As it crumbles together, ash for a moment lays in the center of the pedestal before slowly turning white and dispersing without any wind, falling between the cracks of the stone.
I would feel bad, but
Can't feel bad! But do you feel bad for her in real life? Like,
not really.
your character can't feel bad for
I'm not really.
and it's lost.
Honestly, not really.
Oof.
You see, she shows to dedicate her life and her life after death to the god who seeks to destroy all.
You can tell, yeah. What do you wish to do?
I wish to go back and take the left door.
Okay. Then I can close together that thing because you didn't face it.
So if I'd messed up, I would have fought.
Yeah, I mean, if you had fought her, she would have counted as a banshee.
I historically have a bad record. Or, no, those weren't banshees, were they? I think they were doppelgangers.
Oh yeah, it was doppelgangers. You go through the left door. Locked.
I tried to let the kinku open it.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check for the Kenku. That's a dexterity. Yeah.
That is wind modifier is 21. I had a good roll, and the only thing the Kenku has anything in is dexterity.
So you tell the Kenku to kind of walk up as he does. And with an uncanny expertise, click, it opens the door.
There's a point where I question how we did that without any lockpicks, but
He had a few tucked away. He's a thief. What do you
yeah.
expect?
I
But yeah,
honest, he could hide it in his feathers.
the door is opened.
People hide things in their clothing. Yeah. This is hiding it in your feathers.
The door is opened.
Well, what's inside?
What looks like a small storage room. There's crates and shelves full of what you presume once upon a time probably was foodstuffs. But, yeah. Years haven't been kind.
They generally don't are the foodstuffs in long
No.
abandoned places.
I mean, there's dried
It's
bread.
very worrying when they are.
There's a bit of dried bread.
Thing is, it's very worrying when time is kind food in abandoned places.
Yeah. There's a bit of dry bread.
Mm.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
No, essentially it's big stores.
I investigate the room either way.
Make a investigation check.
Natural 20.
Oh. So, you're able to find behind a shelf that there is a hidden door.
Newt.
Shit. Behind this door, a long room with braces along the wall.
I get a feeling this is something I'm not going to face.
With braces along the walls. What do you wish to do?
I go forward with a lot of caution.
Okay. Moving forwards. Nothing happens.
Is there anything in this room?
Looking over the floor, you find a few bones again, but
Things like doors, caskets?
no doors.
Anything like caskets?
Nope.
Just empty room.
Yep.
I start backing out.
Okay. You back out your room through the hidden door, which has a slight magical property to it. And you're back in the storage room.
I guess I just avoided another combat encounter.
Potentially.
Just judging by the fact that you held the monster man.
Potentially.
This is the case. DM puts 2 combat encounters before me. In both cases. Backing off.
What do you wish to do?
Just wondering, what would that have been?
I was deciding.
Yeah, I'm just
There
thinking.
would be one guardian, but then there might have been a mummy.
Yeah, that's a bit. No casket though. For a bit, I thought I'd stumble across the hidden resting place of the Lich. And that would
Oh, don't trust me. This isn't the Lich abode.
Yeah, but that would have just been.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Awoke the Lich.
I woke up the Lich. Damn it. Shit.
I was not supposed to face this yet.
What do you want to do?
Well, we explored basically all of it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Also, could I have the Dungeon Master's guide for a bit?
How so?
I realized I have magical rings.
Dark winter fantasy music. The dungeon music, by the way, was from Skyrim. Whoop whoop. Now we're going back to our boys, Derek and Brandon Fietcher. So, as you exit, general, you come out, you go back to camp. If I'm not wrong, you set up this in the evening, so night has fallen at this point. What do you wish to do? All the others are sitting in places.
Tell the events. Or maybe not, there wasn't really anything of significance.
Yeah. You just talk to first.
Honestly, I suppose just sit down in the fireplace and take a rest as well.
Okay.
There wasn't really anything important in there.
Okay. Everyone seems to kind of accept your decision. Oh, I'm about to sneeze.
And do you know where one can attune magic items?
I think, if I'm not wrong, tuning magic items is something you do akin to a ritual.
So it seems I can't use either of my rings out of tune.
Let me see. It's say I'm not screwing you over here. I'm gonna make sure.
At least I can use the boosts of Elven King.
It's tuning it. Attack rolls, athletics, astral plane attack. I mean the Dungeon Master guide real quick. The rules might be here. Activating, wearing, cursed, attunement. Some magic items require a creature to form a bond with them before their magical properties can be used. This bond is called attunement, and certain items have prerequisites for it. If the prerequisite is a class, a creature must be a member of the class to attune dragon, blah blah. If the prerequisite spellcaster creature qualifies to cast last spell using the trace without becoming attuned to an item that requires attunement, creatures gain only its non-magical benefits unless its description states otherwise. For example, a magic shield that requires attunement provides the benefit that a normal shield does, but attuning to an item requires a creature to spend a short rest focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it. This can't be the same short rest used to learn the item's properties. This focus can take the form of weapon practice for weapon presentation for a wondrous item, or some other appropriate activity if the short rest is interrupted. Yeah, so...
but I suppose we'll keep in this case that it's 4 hours.
Can only be attuned to a creature at a time. You can be not attuned to more than 3 items at a time. Yeah. So you can attune to 3 items at a time, while still counted as 1 hour.
That actually makes having a lot of magic items with attunement more viable as a thing. Because you can relatively well switch your equipment.
So,
well, I'd want to just attune my 2 rings.
okay, you have what rings?
Let's see where they were to Ring of Spell Storing and Ring of Telekinesis.
Okay, easy enough then. You spend 2 hours of the night just sitting there in meditation.
I'd like to read up on them a bit more as well.
Okay. Focusing, as you let the rings kind of bond with you. This magical bond forming between you and the rings. You're now attuned to these 2 rings. What you wish to do.
Rest the night, I suppose.
Okay. It's enough to do. Everyone is back to full health, and any expended spell slots are now restored. So yeah, you're back to full health, and so is the king too.
Oh yeah, it's Sephiroth's health fight.
I can take care of one of them. It's Gur. This is actually about her points maximum.
What was the Kenku's?
Let me check with the monster manual. Giants. Noll överser EFG HJK.
Okay.
Kenku. 13.
I did not expect there to be something 17 there, but that's interesting. Reasons you shouldn't let a player like me look through magic items. Then again, it's listed as legendary. I'm not gonna stumble across something like that.
So, do what you do.
Well, let's see, what time is it then?
It's the morning has come, and you're all loading into the wagons.
So, well, I suppose it's time for rest then.
In the morning.
Drow.
Sure. Sit down and kind of lean back. I mean, you have rested during the night.
Yeah, that was a weird choice of me. Could you technically choose to have nothing happen during the night then?
Yeah, nothing
So
important.
then if we could set aside rest during the day. But unless it is that something will happen today, in which case that wouldn't work.
I mean, the main thing is, you know, you're spending time with people that are day active. You might as well conform.
Halfway.
I mean, you might still prefer the night, but hey, nothing else is still getting. So,
What really is there to do with traveling?
what do you usually do during travel in this game? What have I been encouraging you to do the last?
Playing?
Yes!
Missy, do you realize what character I'm playing?
Yes! One that's curious. Psychopathic, yes, but still curious.
Can you stop talking about your race, Missy?
There's more things than the race that's questionnaire.
That's a fair point. We brought a Kenku. Our intelligence is in question.
Oh yeah. Also, it's a long rest counted in that, so there we go. That's good. I mean, you got people you can ask things. You got people, you know, ask things. And, I mean, you know some things about your god, but or teach you, whatever. Not sure what you would call it. You're just looking at your magic items, aren't you?
Kinda. Because I'm just looking at magic, the ring of magic story, of spell story. I could choose to wait a bit before the rest. Put some spells into it.
I think you can put one spell in there?
You can put up to 5 spell levels worth.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So then there's the Water Grave doesn't work because it's a one-time spell.
Yeah, and it's also a spell that you have because you're a patron. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can't put water
plus once per day if I want to put
there. Would
two
your
in.
character have tried?
No.
Okay.
You don't disrespect your patron.
Oh, it's a bad idea.
Then I suppose a suggestion,
Okay.
invisibility.
Write these down on your notepad.
Suggestion, invisibility, and comprehend languages.
Okay. Those spells are now stored in your ring. What do you wish to do?
If I wish to know you, actually, what city are we heading for?
You're heading for north. You can ask it. No one ever mentioned any city.
Let me see. I have 3 cities maps. I don't know if any of them apply.
Not that you know. You can ask.
Yeah.
Who do you ask?
I don't want to piss off Slardal.
Too late.
You see, his current anger level is not him being angry.
It's just Slardal.
Yeah.
For record, Slardal. I'm really enjoying him as a character because he's just this,
You are a sadist.
his grumpy grandpa. It's like the disappointed grandparent. They will never be proud of you.
Okay. Thanks for putting me down, Mitch.
When will he ever, like, he might love you if you basically give him the power of your Patreon.
That's not happening.
Yeah. That might make him happy.
Why did I choose these spells?
But yeah, who do you want to ask? You have the half-orc lady, and then you have the cultist guy, and you have the Slardal, and then you have Tiefling.
I assume the half-orc lady and Slardal are at the front of the cart.
Slardal is in the back of the cart, half-orc lady is in the front.
I would have expected him to be sitting next to her in the driving area.
He's sitting in the back, kind of hunched over a bunch of books.
Well, he is one of us. Spellcasters in a nutshell.
When
you
in
don't
doubt,
know what
book
to
out.
When you don't know what to do during track, read books.
Yeah.
But that was an entire work for me, seeing as my entire library is in the board.
Yes.
Wizard. How did it get there? It was always there.
Or it was never there.
It was always there, and it was never there.
Why can't you understand me? What do you wish to do?
Who's closest to me?
I'll be the cultist guy, except Slardal. It's kind of straight opposite to you, and then you have diagonally, you have the cultist, and then you have, of course, you Kenku right next to you.
Kenku doesn't count.
Kenku is poor guy.
He's just trying to survive at this point.
He's, by the way, currently organizing all your items in an orderly fashion inside the haversack.
Doesn't he summon whatever item you call for?
Yes.
It's just sad.
Yes.
I just realized I could pull a spear out of there.
Pull whatever out there.
This is pull some small stick. Excuse me for a moment.
What the heck? But yeah, what do you want to do?
Could you describe the cultist for me?
He's kind of wearing a bunch of leather, a hood. He got a bunch of daggers basically covered. Anywhere he can have a dagger, he has it.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, sitting there. Sharpening. Guess what?
Daggers.
A dagger. Yes.
No, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if you said he was sharpening his hands into daggers.
My hands will be daggers.
Also, this game feels like he's a cultist of daggers. I don't pray to gods, I pray to daggers.
What do you wish to do? What do you wish to say?
I ask him what city we're headed to.
Give me a second. Why it's not? Give me a sec.
Freedom! Freedom disappeared soon.
They're not hitting to any city. What did you think that's for? We're heading for the North Cultures. My home. We're going to pass one or two villages on the way. So that's going to be something. We should be reaching before nightfall.
Could I get the player's handbook?
Yes. Most certainly. Let me get some light in the roof because this is dark.
You what? When you call the area dark, me. You what? I blind. See, my reactions are light that exists in the middle of the night. Blindfolds myself.
Yeah,
But oh, there isn't much else about that. Look, this is a character.
By the way, what are you here for? Startle told me a little bit about you.
I was
but not
given
so-
instructions by my patron, and I do as I'm told.
By Satsman?
By the slumber one, yes.
Lucky bastard. He kind of points, not with the sharpening stone, mind you, with the dagger.
Yeah.
You silky lucky bastard. I envy you.
And what is that?
Well, which one of us wouldn't want to have him on our side? Just to speak with him would be a blessing. Why am I striking this pose?
Because you're a weird freak.
Do you recognize it?
Yeah, I do. See, I have seen shit.
But yeah.
And I believe that is from Mirai.
Me. So.
Which you shouldn't watch if you're not okay with death.
Can't feel any more of this stress.
Oh my god.
Oh, what? What have you found?
I have a run full descriptions. Telekinesis. 5th level transmutation. How the fuck did I get this?
Gotta go back and watch Underdarks.
Then again, it makes me a bit happy that I didn't go for a method of kill him and take all things. That would use a bit too much.
Yes.
Plus, attuning.
Yeah, you
You
can.
realize how long I would spend choosing ring. Choosing what rings to tune and what rings to not attune. It's... Oh. The ring doesn't allow this, but you gain the ability to move and manipulate creatures or objects. The ring doesn't allow creatures, but
Oh,
by
boy.
thought.
So what do you wish to do right now?
Well, there is honestly not much I can do. I can't even read my books.
Well, you could try.
See, the only book I currently have on me was a book written by a madman.
You could always, try and meditate your way into the blade.
Yes. My sleep schedule makes no sense already.
Desire to do so?
Yeah, sleep schedule doesn't
Okay.
make sense
Make
anyway.
a advantage intelligence saving throw for me, really quick.
God damn it. Here, what? The highest roll there was 14.
7, so if I say what?
And my intelligence is that is a 15 total.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you sit down, meditate as you feel your mind drifting out from your body, the movement of the cart ceasing to exist for you as you float into the everlasting darkness of the void. Start to float through the endless expanses of eons and existence as you eventually come.
Just saying, I'm not aligned with Yogg-Sothoth, I see.
And not
Eons and existence and all that. That's
you're just in the void right now.
Yeah, you're saying the eons part.
Yeah.
Kind of suggest moving for time and more. That's
You
Yogg-Sothoth.
eventually come to your little
My little part of the
study.
void.
Yeah, your little study in the void.
I just thought of the idea of some great old ones passing by. Like,
Hello.
this is reorganizing all the books while I'm not there. Would they do that?
I mean, some.
Did you just roll dice to see if they had? That would just be. I did not expect these great entities to stoop this low.
Yeah, you come into your study room. What do you wish to do?
Or study.
It's
Let's just call it a study.
It's designed like a room.
Let's just end up calling it a study.
Yeah.
Because defining a room in this place is. Or even a space. Space doesn't necessarily exist.
It kind of appears for your mind as a study room. But the existence of its actual form is quite fluid.
Well, I tried to read up on the north area.
Okay.
If there's any books on it.
Make a just general
To be
intelligence.
honest, if anything, if any books have
Just general intelligence check.
that would be a 14 total.
It takes you quite a while, but eventually you're able to summon through your thoughts between the pages of another book of geography. You're able to summon forth a part of the north what you wish to look for.
Can you repeat the last part there?
Between the pages of another geography book, you're able to summon forth a section about the north, what you wish to look for.
Anything in relation to what I'm supposed to conquer.
Okay. Can't find anything much that would seem conquerable. As this part of the world, in fact, seems to be more friendly towards the great old ones than many parts of the world, from what you can read. It seems rather like a place where worshippers of your god or deity would be more welcome than anywhere else.
So it's not an outright military operation. It's a ceremony.
No comments.
Yeah, you say that's a lot of things, I say. You started using DM language in just everyday life.
My work is bleeding into my life.
That's because you overwork yourself so much you get sick.
Yeah, I threw up.
Literally.
Let's just be blunt with it. I threw up after having overworked myself. Yay! What do you do?
Okay. Well, I read up about the north.
You find general information on the north.
This is a sort where you don't need to entirely give me the information.
Yeah,
It's just, I've read up on the north for later purposes.
You were able to get a bit of information about a few temples and stuff. Shrines and such.
And I think the Ring of Telekinesis is stronger than either of us realized.
Yep.
Like, this part.
I just picked some fancy magic items.
You can try to move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds.
I don't know how much that is in kilograms.
That's about 500 kilograms.
Oh, Jesus.
If you want to be scientific, it's a bit less, but...
That's almost half our car.
Yeah. There's the one part that I enjoy a bit more than that. You can exert fine control on objects.
I would require you to make a wisdom saving throw real quick. Or just wisdom check, actually.
I should really fix my wisdom being low. That would be 15.
You're able to catch in the corner of your eye as a small creature floats through your space. It looks like imagine a squid. You know, the classical tapering squid.
Yeah.
With just one eye that is larger than the entire body. Tendrils missing from its entire shape as it kind of implodes on itself in order to move forwards.
You guys described it so well Lovecraftian that I can't imagine. But Congrats.
What do you wish to do?
I ask it who it commands it.
Its shape forms together into a solid, what looks like a humanoid mask, with that large central eye covering the entire face, as it looks in your direction.
Awkward silences with warlocks. There's other people's awkward silence at part, just in discussion when neither don't know what to talk about. Warlock, this. Can I use comprehend languages?
You can certainly try.
I'll use what I've stored in my ring for this.
Okay, you hold up your hand and the ring is missing from your finger.
Alright, I'll just cast it.
Okay. Oh god!
What?
Okay, so because you're in the abyss, I rolled insanity for you. And no joke, it's 99. 100 is where it gets dangerous. How the heck?
Well, one way to look at that is, because of how the dice are built up, that's actually further away from 100 than some other things.
But Jesus. But yeah, you're able to cast a spell, though for a moment, your head just feels like it's
We're
convulsing.
trying to comprehend.
Yeah,
the
it's
speech of this.
convulsing in on itself, more from just you channeling magic within this space or lack of
The
space. The
the
space that
general-
has no space.
The void is twisted.
Yeah, you're trying to cast and, drag in the ley lines that you usually use for spell casting, but you feel as though you're pulling them out of the bodies of things that are trying to escape from you, as eventually spell casts.
You seek some answers.
Yes.
What do you wonder?
Now, could you as a DM just inform me a bit on that? Because it seems it's obvious that you're trying to give me some piece of information here, but
Just asking what you wonder.
yeah, I'm just saying it's obvious that for a while now you've been trying to give me some piece of information, some hint or something, but I've just been missing every opportunity to get it.
Not really. Thing just happened to come through.
You roll for
What?
it.
Welcome to the void, mother trucker.
You mean just roll for random things passing by?
Yep.
This is Yogg-Sothoth passes by.
Yogg-Sothoth consumes your thing and just poops it out. You were never aware.
Yogg-Sothoth passing by like, hello, hello.
But yeah.
What do you seek answers for?
I seek to know what I should do to fulfill the mission my lord has given me.
Who is your lord?
The slumbering one.
Cthulhu?
You do not know this name yet. Its eye growing wider. It's kind of coming, like, you can barely make out the shape of a humanoid face, as the eye has kind of consumed that whole thing.
You seek to satisfy him?
Yes.
You are a strange man.
I have been so
He kind of finds it amusing.
Well, if you seek to make him satisfied, you should try to awaken him. Try to make him rule again.
Damn, that voice is hard.
You are to try to summon him of his span into this world, or rather the world that you came from, for you must not be of this plane. You're not of my kind.
What did it say there?
You must not be of this plane. You are not of my kind.
Just a little bit. You're not my client.
You're not my client. Get out of here. You ain't getting legal advice from this little blubber.
I moved into the wrong house. Shit. This is the 99th time it happens.
Oh, I still can't believe 99. Jesus. I still can't believe that. That's amazing.
And then there's me who didn't know what limit there was for anything on it, so as far as I know, it was already dangerous, and basically 100 would be the worst way it could go.
Basically.
And that's my mind was like, oh, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
That's basically how it is. Once you hit 100, that's when it gets really bad. How the hell did you...
I don't know, that's why I managed to get a natural 1 on an advantage roll. Well, 99 on insanity. I just generally have shit rolls on everything.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it took triple advantage to knock down that door.
And then it was still barely.
And then when I
That was
roll
a challenge rating 20.
and I roll a natural 20 on investigating a room, and there's a hidden door. It's an empty room!
There was actually a second hidden door in that room.
What would have that led to?
It's a card because...
Containing the mummy thing?
Yeah.
It's basically a common encounter.
Yeah.
And judging from the fact there's not XP here, I actually don't feel bad about losing that.
Yeah. What do you wish to do?
So basically, it seems that it wants me to set up rituals for him.
That's what it advises.
Oh, that seems a way.
Do you say anything more to it?
Is that what my lord wishes me to do upon this mission?
That's all I can expect he will want from you. But I am not of his servant.
And now, who are you?
Master's servant. The one who floats. Seeker.
Okay, my character doesn't know this, but Haster. You mean the king in yellow?
Yes!
Oh, fuck!
Oh shit! Ah, shit! Shit!
I made mistakes!
Mistakes you have made!
Mistakes! I made mistakes speaking to this fate. Haster, the king in yellow.
He's currently slamming his head against the wall.
Not my head. The book which I'm holding in my head while crushing my finger in it. Have you seen the sign?
Do you wish to say anything more to it as you hear this?
Let's face it, my character doesn't know who Haster is.
Nope.
So,
Heard
no.
Okay.
I'll simply let it be on its way.
Kind of stays there for a minute. It returns to its convulsing shape, folding in and out of itself into a squid-like form with a huge eye bigger than its own shape as it flows off into space.
And I assume basically anyone who watches this don't know who Haster is. You still need this. The King in Yellow. Sounds like a weird title for something. But he's one of the most scary ones. Is he an Elder God?
No, it's not an Elder God. He's a great old one.
Yeah. I thought so. It wouldn't be so easy to just lock away an Elder God.
Yeah.
But an Elder God can most certainly lock away a great old one.
Yeah.
And yes,
That's not the
people-
worst thing, though.
Yes, people. He's still scary even though he's sealed away, in effect.
Do you know what the worst part is?
What?
Do you know who freaking Haster is enemy with?
Who?
Yes.
I could have guessed so.
Best reaction. Do you return to your consciousness?
Yeah.
Okay. You, as you return,
Upon first
what's
seeing-
your max hit points really quick?
33. Preparing for psychic damage.
Roll for psychic damage.
But
Oh shit.
there are... When you first described it, I was just... Should I stay and talk to it? Or should I awaken myself and get the fuck out of there?
You suffer 26 points of psychic damage.
Ow. That's basically enough to kill anyone else in this party except
Yeah.
perhaps Slardal.
Let me check our shit.
Just saying, you have had a habit of making Warlock side characters in level 20 in this campaign.
He isn't level 20.
That would leave me at 7 hit points.
Yeah, if we go by that, he's gonna make it. If we go by the... Yeah, he makes it. He would have survived that without much bother.
Yeah, but since...
But yeah, you come back into your ship and you realize... "Ah!"
And I'd say...
As the back of your head feels like something jumped out
Yeah,
of
and
it.
I'd say he's holding your head.
Yeah. Slardal kind of looks over at you.
What's the matter?
Wait, is that Slardal's voice? Am I messing up?
It feels like...
It's the bother something.
That feels better.
Yeah, it feels more aggressive.
Is something wrong?
I had a conversation with something.
With him?
Not with him, with something that decided to float past.
Intriguing.
Do tell more.
Not directly relating to what it was.
Okay. Describe what you're saying.
I basically explained what it's recommended me to do.
It knows our quest. Strange thing. What may it be?
I do not know.
It did present itself.
Yeah, but here I'm also moving. I do not know what it is.
It did define itself as the thing that floats.
I don't think it ever did that. I think it defined itself as Haster's servant.
That and the thing that floats between space.
But that's the thing. I never got mentioned what it is.
Yeah.
I mentioned who it is and what it serves.
Yeah.
Then again, there's a question of what are a lot of these things. Cthulhu, he's a Cthulhu,
Yeah.
in effect.
A Cthulhu.
He is what he is.
Yeah. What do we do?
Try to rest up, I suppose.
Okay. Take about the better half of 7 hours, and you are back to full hit points.
Do I also regain the spell slot?
Yes.
Thank you. I would feel quite sore after that.
19. That punch of psychic damage, though. I was curious if I could roll you 3d12s.
3d12s would have had a chance to KO me.
Yep.
Imagine that would be forever and I was opening eyes and then just falling down to the ground. You made it sound a bit too much like being stabbed there, but...
Yeah.
I'd
It
say
did, though,
it would
feel
be-
like a
it would
huge
be more
mouth.
like something would be...
For record, it felt like a huge mouth or beak jumped down on the back, not of your head, but just your brain. Felt like it was being consumed.
That's the thing where it's... Technically we have an expert of brains here because of his race, but... I think it might be a bit insensitive to ask him about the state of eating berries.
I love how careful you are with Slardal.
You see? He's a mind flayer. I've seen a mind flayer make a guy's head explode.
Yeah.
Why would I not be cautious?
Fair point.
And this one's a warlock as well.
You're woken up by Sinew D. Yes, Sinew D. That's not the right character NPC thing. No. Where the hell did I put that?
What would you have done if I had chosen to ignore this?
Would have floated by.
Instead, my character knows the name Cthulhu.
Yep.
And Haster.
Yep.
It doesn't know anything connected to Haster.
Yep. But it does know the name of your own patron. At last! Of course!
Then again, there's a big... When I was describing this, what does Slardal mention in regards to that name?
Oh, yeah.
Our leader, Cthulhu.
He has kind of different pronunciation of it.
Cthulhu.
And then it goes with more G sound to it. Give me a moment. I need.
Jesus Christ, these bloody voices! Okay, let's earn the pastor.
I feel much better now. I have bottle with me. This. Just water.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't find some way to get drunk after this.
Hashtag, it's just water, guys.
You see, you've gotten drunk of being tired.
Yes. Okay, so. Also, on the urinal, we're going to have one guy try something. Okay. During the travel, you see the man sitting there. Let me check something. Don't I have my little... Why don't I have some paper? Ooh.
That is also thing to show how much power these things have that it did though.
Yeah.
Is that was not damage of it doing anything to me.
No, that was just you being in the state, trying to cast a
that
spell.
No, I believe the more thing is that was me talking to it.
No, that was a spell. You cast a spell inside the void.
You're saying I perceive it more as the fact that it was a spell to perceive an eldritch
Yeah, I mean,
creature.
if that's what your character thinks, that's what your character thinks.
I'm just saying it might make a bit more sense.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a combat spell, if I tried that, I would have been freaking screwed.
I'm sure. But yeah, during the travel, a small weasel appears, walking out from behind Slardon, and hopping up on the human's shoulder.
Mentally questioning existence.
Just do that face again. Cool. Why do you look so happy?
I don't know.
You just look so genuinely as... It's fine. But yeah, a small little ashy brown weasel.
You say ashy brown.
Yeah, kind of like unsaturated brown.
Where did that come from?
Do you ask the man? Or
Just in general, I'm pointing to the weasel.
him? I just summoned him on my own plane.
Why?
Well, I wanted to have a companion when we reach the city.
I
That's
wanted
going
to have
to
a
be fun.
companion.
The heck?
Just everyone leaning.
You're not visible. That's hilarious.
Just everyone leaning like.
Nani?
And then the horses went off the road. Because the horse leaned in to join it. So, you did not honestly roll for that, did you?
I could have, if I had followed. Even if I had followed the dice, you would have been saved because the bad was 94, the good was 99.
Yeah, you had the good and bad dice.
Yeah. But you come to a small
Wait,
village.
what happens if the both? What happens when you get both to 100?
No comments.
It'd just be, your good luck and your bad luck is both at 100.
Tiamat swoops in from above.
The reality starts warping.
So, you come to a small village. It looks to be a calm place. You to look apart, you see how Slardal kind of puts his hand over his face as his form turns into that rugged man.
How does he learn to do that?
It's an invocation.
Yeah.
You can ask Slardal how he does it.
No.
He doesn't.
He just put on a disguise.
Actually, he did, like, just before he did it, he seemed in a good mood. Relatively. It's Slardal.
What? Imposters!
Doppelganger! Guards! Guards!
Good mood. Slardal. I'm sorry, but those two don't work in the sentence. That's not how you. That's a grammatic. That must be a grammatic error.
I
Those
do
two
not
do
have a
not-
script.
Those two don't work in the same sentences. So I'm sorry, but I believe that's a grammatic error.
What do you do?
Well, I hope I won't be too hated for being a drow. As step one when entering a new town.
Do you in any way try to conceal yourself?
Other than just wearing the clothing as tightly up as I can, basically.
Okay. You do also have the winter clothes that you bought in the city.
No.
They contain a hood.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, hiding it too much,
Yeah, then
And then you-
suspicious.
then you're suspicious, perhaps spy for potential slaving. Basically. Hide it too much and you're suspicious, don't hide it and you're hated.
You all pull up at a inn. Entering first is the orc lady.
Oh, that's even wrong.
And let me quickly make a few rules.
Well, no, it's not run by a Hawthorne.
Oh.
It's run by Stormy Islands. This is... There's this little thing with big...
It takes about 15 minutes before you're as a faintly yellow smoke creeps out from one window, and she comes walking out. It's good. You can come in. You see, as you walk in, the bartender, holding for half his face, he's a man in his late 30s, perhaps. Quite sturdy build, looking a bit like a, kind of like a boar of a man. But he's, as I said, he's holding for his left side, the left side of his face. He looks to be in pain.
I suppose to the tiefling. Could you help him?
Of course, darling. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Why the fuck, lady?
It's innate! She actually can't control this thing.
So it's wisdom.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
Okay. You
Just wanna
feign.
know, wouldn't that be charisma saving throw?
No, it's a wisdom because it works as a charm. You briefly feel that sense of influence.
It's every time she says darling. That's a freaking trigger.
Darling!
And is in her base dictionary of speech. That's a bit like telling a walker to stop saying yeah.
She literally can't control it. But no worry, as long as you're
Dead
on
magic.
as long as you're on her side, you'll be
Does-
fine.
Dead magic.
She walks up and she's going to cast her healing thing. Let me check so I make check. Okay. And then I am going to need the player manual.
Oh yeah.
Here. Please roll a D100 for her.
For
I
what?
lich.
Oh wait, nah, I'll
I lich.
I literally just opened up on the right page.
Okay, and that's 56.
56.
This is bad, isn't it?
No, not really. You see how she puts her hand on to where it's holding, like, ugh! She pushes the hand away, and you see for a moment how half his face is just the flesh has been boiled. There's bog, you know, the yellow stuff, you know, liquid
Yeah.
pouring over his eye as she lays her hand. The glow of healing magic engulfing as the
Just
wounds
don't kill him.
seal together,
Please don't kill him.
and then her hair, just all falls off.
There's
Oh my. Not this again. She still looks
Wait,
really nice.
Does she have a cure for baldness? She could be freaking rich.
No, she does not.
That would just be the. She could be freaking rich with that.
I mean, you can ask her why she's not more bothered if you want.
Judging by what you said, it's happened before. Let's take that as it.
I mean, you can also interact with NPCs.
Yes. I know. I stabbed him in the throat.
People are looking at your group, by the way. Just so you know.
I would have assumed that was obvious. It seems one of us entered and begun by burning half the bartender's face off.
Especially the tiefling, as every time she moves, she kind of like. Remember, hooves for feet.
There's also her ability.
Yeah.
And the fact that 1, she cured the bartender, 2, her hair fell off, 3, her ability, and 4, the sound. She sticks out a lot.
Yeah. But no one else has had to make any wisdom saving throws yet. Or wait, no, the bartender. They used the wrong dice. They used the watery great dice. That's a natural 20. It's fine. But he's still thankful to her. But he's not under her influence. I just hope that one day she'll be as influencing someone. And you'll have used so much.
Yes.
But you can also ask her. But at this point, Slardal, in his disguise, walks up to her.
I'm sorry, sir, but I do wish to order a room for me and my...
He kind of looks over to Sinuti, the half-orc.
companions to stay.
He kind of, well, y'all bastard wife had already ordered it. So just,
You got a room.
he tosses over a key to his slot. Tries to catch it, and you notice for a moment how it falls between his fingers. It's like it falls between his fingers, but still gets caught, and it's like shit.
You have the lead illusion.
Yeah, I mean it's
The lower tier illusion spells.
it's disguise.
The
It's
lower tier
disguise.
illusion spells don't create physical feeling.
Yeah.
People notice.
No. It's not funny.
He's saying I would suggest spells stored up.
The bartender does look rather suspicious as Lardal.
Slardal has brought in the half-orc.
No, Slardal and you guys came in after the half-orc did her stuff.
Yeah.
She was leading the way.
And I don't think I'd be able to use command without getting noticed by literally everyone else in the bar.
What does command require?
No, it's not command, it's suggestion.
Let me check what
But I
suggestion.
believe a single word suggestion. It's kind of like a weaker version of command where it has to be something vague, logical. In this case, I would think of it as something like forget or forgive.
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect, the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable, asking the creatures to stab itself, throw itself into a spear, immortalate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell.
They set up a trap.
Huh?
They set up a deadly trap and have them walk into it.
Wisdom saving throw. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you could try and cast it.
But again, it's something you say here, so isn't it?
Yeah, but you wouldn't realize that.
Yeah, everything is we're in a bar.
Yeah.
There's people.
People are slowly starting to return to their things, eating and such.
Yeah, that doesn't stop them from observing the people until we leave.
Do you wish to go to your room?
Yeah.
Okay. You all slowly start to move to your room. It's a fairly small room, but it got beds for you all. Except for Sanuti, who is going to sleep on the floor because she's a barbarian.
Well, what about Kinku?
Do you wish to order a bed for the Kinku?
No.
Okay. Kinku just kind of sits down. It's fine.
Just give Snooty a plushie.
Give Sanuti a plushie. Oh, that's adorable.
This is
Half-orc lady.
That's adorable. That sounds so cute. Show image of Halford crushing Kinku to death.
Strength saving throws.
The people
Oh, yeah.
react. People, what the hell is this? I said I gave Snooty a plushie.
Sanuti.
Snooty.
Yeah.
I gave Snooty a plushie. She was alive. It was a Kenku.
Was alive. Was a Kenku.
And Snooty just so happens to be a full-grown, half-orc barbarian, like woman, half-orc woman who is a barbarian.
Yes, it wasn't my smartest move.
Yes, I knew she'd crush the Kenku to death. This Kenku seems to survive everything, though. He says, at times I've done courses of action that are basically to get it killed. Not actively, directly, but pretty much.
You wish to do anything?
Well, eat if that's possible.
Yeah. You order up a bit of food, and you get it. Do you order anything particular?
So what is there on the menu then?
There's the general farm with food. You could ask for anything, and they'd answer.
Let's say we'll go with, let's say, but a salad and some bread.
Okay. You see now, they bring up salad and bread to you, and a few seeds for your little friend. They don't mention any payment, and you presume that Sanuti probably arranged that.
Either that or they don't want to piss off the hungry half-orc barbarian.
Who would ever want to do that? Who wants to piss off the angry?
Now, how about we want to invoke a half-orc barbarian in the morning with Chugging Rasp?
Yeah. I know. What do you wish to do?
So we've eaten them?
Yeah.
One thing is, and is anyone looking at me suspiciously?
In the bar room?
Hmm?
A few people? Not many.
I suppose there are two main things that attract attention. One, if any of them notice the weird thing with Slardal, but that's probably something they just can
Yeah,
quite quickly.
it was only the bartender that noticed that.
But either way, that's the sort of thing you'll
He didn't
quickly-
even notice it, he just kind of got a suspicious.
Is the sort of, even if you did notice it, is the sort of thing that you do like, yeah, I was seeing things. Or is there a thing a suggestion spell could quickly fix?
Yeah.
Because it would make sense that you were
You were
just
just-
see, forget about that whole incident. You were just seeing things.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought of, as an example, was forgive the half-orc. She paid and you got healed.
Though the bartender still has a large singe mark. It did heal up, but it still left a large singe mark.
Yeah. Well, our healer isn't always the most reliable healer, as I know. But
She tries. She's like that healer that she tries.
I remember what Nikenko tried. He jumped in the wrong direction.
Yeah. What do you wish to do?
Well, what is there in the village then?
Do you wish to go out and take a look?
Yeah.
It's quite late, but
Let's see. Drow.
I mean, there's the general thing. There's a small blacksmith, farmhouses, a general store. Nothing major, really. It's a small village.
No, it's always been of the criminal elements either.
You could ask around. There's a few sneaking people around.
The best you're to be able to get is busy with a few pickpocketers. No, not worth my time.
That's below me.
Unless they try to pickpocket me, in which case...
Eldritch Blast!
Sometimes people annoy me. I've not been known to take kindly to that. You've seen of someone burning in hell flames.
What do you wish to do? Shoots. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well... I suppose... Take it from a watch?
Okay, you want to set up a watch?
Is off the bartender.
You want to set up a watch?
I will take at least for a while.
Okay.
You being the slightly paranoid psychopath.
Okay.
By slightly paranoid, I mean quite.
What does that sound signify to you, by the way?
It signifies imminent, the incoming of something. The scary thing is when there's no context for it. And then it could be literally anything.
Night goes by smoothly, incidents to midnight.
And generally, I'm assuming we need some practice with the telekinesis thing.
You could spend this time practicing with
Yeah,
it.
basically finer telekinesis as well.
Kind of spend your night taking a dagger.
Or different things from the pouch.
Yeah.
Infinite pouch thing.
It's the
Haversack.
Yeah, the haversack. You take it from the Kenku.
There is described that you can withdraw items from packs and such.
Yeah.
So on distance, I can draw something out of a haversack. It's also basically pouring out.
Do you wish to try that?
Yeah.
It takes you to be like quite close, but about with the distance, so it would be on your back a little bit further. You're able to pull it
It's
out.
actually 120 feet or something range.
Yeah, but this thing
is more. I spend the night getting used to it.
Yeah. It's mainly the fact that you're trying to take it from another dimension. That's the main aspect.
But I would assume it's pretty much the same as when you put your hand to grasp something.
Yeah,
Because the way also the spell describes the finer movement is with your telekinetic grasp.
Yeah. Mainly, like, if you had the haversack on your back, you could take something and summon it forth to your hand.
I suppose there's
That's
more.
pretty much.
I would say there's more difference between lifting something like that and the fact of finally using something.
But you also, like, you cast it across the room and you're able to, like, pick up a few pieces of stuffs in the corner. Hello, I write for a profession.
Yes, you do.
So, what do you wish to do?
Well, I still need rest.
Yeah.
So I lost like 4 hours of the night. Oh wait, yeah, I only need 6 hours, so 3 hours of the night or so. I rest.
Okay. Any lost hit points are regained, and any expended spell slots are also regained. Do you wish to store any spells in your spell ring? Because you did use up.
I
Use.
restore comprehend language.
Oh no, wait, you didn't. Because
yeah.
the ring wasn't there. But you have restored your spell slot.
Yeah.
Because your magic items did not follow you into the void.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's my mind.
Is it
means like
boom, boom,
changing
boom.
my clothing and that. The voice is pretty neat.
Yeah. So you take those out?
Mimic beds.
Huh?
And that's when we discovered mimic beds.
And that's where we'll wrap up for today.
Literally.
Yes. I think both of us are pretty tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to push on like, but these are my notes for today.
She didn't get used much.
Nope. Didn't need to.
What were you planning to do with her, though?
Huh?
What was the plan with her?
She was just there. She's just an NPC.
It's just the fact that you basically have plans for everything, so. You like Isaiah.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Leave a comment. Tell me what you would like me to send on this guy next time.
Please, not a god. I've faced enough of those.
If you think he's going to get screwed over by Haster now knowing about him, let us know.
Research Haster before you comment about it.
Haster's great.
Unless you're on his bad side.
Yeah.
In which case, you're pretty much screwed.
You're up against the King in Yellow.
Yeah. Not much a mere human can do.
No.
Or a drow, for that matter.
Yeah, you're up against a great old one. Heck.
And it's not something like I can run.
No, you can't run from something like this.
You can't run from Haster.
No. But that voice, that is really freaking painful. Ow. Like, I tried to get it bubbly, but it's also...
It's really a high-pitched one which is hard to make.
I enjoyed it, and it felt a bit odd, but enjoyable.
It felt surreal.
Yeah, I know, and I enjoy surreal.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the void is all about. But yeah. Thank you all for watching, and until
Haster's
next...
gonna kill me!
Until next time, let's hope Haster doesn't kill him. Yay! Let's be silly and just do something silly on camera to mix, goddammit!